Hey, it's the Chief from Bonding with Board Games, and I'm here with Mac. What is your last name, Mac? I actually can't even
Callahan.
remember. Callahan, that's
Yeah.
cool. Callahan, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Yeah, okay, the camera, there we go. If I sit here, it's more evenly. All
There
right,
you go.
Legendary Encounters, Firefly.
That's what you got.
Now, I've got this ordered, should be coming in. You had it.
Yep.
You had to come over. You had to walk
Absolutely.
me through how this works, because we're both Firefly fans.
Oh, huge Firefly.
All right. We're going to come in. You're going to kind of walk us through just a little bit. You're not doing a full teach on it like in Encounters, but if anybody's familiar, you kind of breeze through it, and then we're going to come back and we'll give our opinions. You already know we're Firefly fans, which means we could hate this if it ruins the property.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
we might be, really up for it. So right now, Mac's going to go in. He's going to kind of show you a little closer look at this.
Okay, cool. Well, this is Legendary Firefly. Just to start off the game, the first thing you'll do is you'll pick an avatar to represent you as a character. You've got all the characters from the show. You've got Mal, Jane, Zoe, Wash, River, Simon, and Book. Each character has a ability that when you play this card, which is something new for the game called a talent, you get to activate. First thing you get to do for free is you get to actually just draw a card. Second thing that you'll do is if you activate, meaning that you get rid of this talent by putting it into the talent discard pile, then you get to do the ability. Jane's is really cool. He actually gets to make characters weaker in the game. But once you've selected that, you'll start off with a starter deck, which has a certain number of buying power, just like regular Legendary. It also has a certain number of attack power, and you get one talent card to start with. You'll shuffle that up. You'll draw 6 cards, and then the turns start just as a normal turn would in Legendary, meaning that all the cards will shift down here in Legendary Encounters. You do not look at the cards, you don't flip them, and the start cards will stay like that. Something new for this Legendary is you have this brown card here, which is called the Inevitable card. And what it does, it acts like kind of like a timer for the game itself. Once that brown card hits down in here, you better get this objective completed, because if you don't, you're really going to start taking some damage. Okay, another new thing for this game too is, well, just like in Legendary Encounters, you have to pay an amount of scans in order to scan something, but you have side jobs that you can do. And this one here, for instance, is, in some planets they juggle geese. And there's just a whole bunch of different side jobs that you can do, but there are ways that you can actually gain credits. The credits are used in between rounds. There's an intermission, and during the intermission you can upgrade the ship itself, you can heal characters, you can draw more cards depending on how many credits that you want to use. Another new feature to this game is some of the enemies. The enemies now come in 2 different flavors. You've got your ships, as well as you've got your normal humans. The normal humans will hit the crew just like regular Legendary Encounters. The ships will actually attack Serenity. If Serenity takes enough damage to go all the way to here, then you lose the game, and you don't want to do that at all. So, on your turn, like I said, you'll draw your 6 cards. You'll scan whatever you want to here, trying to complete this objective. Here, if we scanned right here, that is the objective. We try to find the salvage. Salvage goes down into here, and then you will pay recruit in order to get that. Before you do that, though, you can actually recruit, you'll actually recruit some of the members from the crew. Now, the way that works is there will always be 5 main characters in the game, meaning if you're not playing with 5 people, then you'll have one more main character who actually isn't participating in the game, but they're still in it. Then the 4 supporting characters, the 4 characters that you did not choose, now become the characters that you will draw from down here, and then the cards that you will buy to enhance your deck. And that is pretty much the way around works. You'll go through 3, you'll go through episodes, 3, there's an A, there's a B, and a C. Once that's complete, then if you complete each objective, you win the game. If not, well, better luck next time. So here's some of the Avatar cards. Avatar, like I said, to me, the Wash is kind of an interesting one. The Avatar card looks pretty good. Some of his player cards, the artwork just doesn't match up, and you can tell that you've had multiple artists working in one thing. So the Avatar cards themselves, the artwork tended to be pretty good. Some of the artwork on some of the side job cards are really nice. Most of the artwork on the mission cards themselves are really good. The Monty card is not too bad, and it gets a little hokey in some of these character decks. Like, you look at that one. it's not as, I mean, it's okay. It's not great, but and there's artwork all around the board on those. Then, unfortunately, you get to the strike decks. And the strike deck, that kind of looks like book. Okay, I'll give you that one. That does not look like Mal at all. It looks to me like a child's Crayola drawing. That's supposed to be Jane. I don't know why it's supposed to be Jane, but it is. There's Simon getting kicked by Early. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, look at that one. That's a great one there, too. So yeah, just the artwork in this game isn't quite as I don't think it's as good as some of the other ones. So I think, well, the flaws. This is the card that people hate the most. You don't want this card in your deck anyway, because the flaws are bad for you anyway. But it's the artwork on that is just blah.
All right, we're back. Now, first of all, that little neoprene rollout deal is sweet.
Beautiful.
My original Marvel,
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, just had the board kind of things shifted around. Awesome. Why don't we hit the art a little bit later?
Okay,
Okay,
all
we're
right.
going to hit the art a little bit later.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, what are the things you like about this?
I love how they incorporate the theme into the game. Each episode that you play feels different as you're playing it. They just thrown in little tiny, kind of almost like a love letter to each episode in the game itself, and it just drips the theme to me. Makes me forget about some of the negative things in the game by actually doing that.
It totally did for me. I'll be honest with you. The art, one, it's in the not the hit deck.
The strike deck.
The strike deck. Okay, the cards in the strike deck are not good, but they're not used all the time.
Right, and you put those underneath your
they're
avatar
hidden.
too.
They're hidden a little bit.
They should be hidden.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. The artwork's bad. No, it's no wonder they were like, hey, I don't. Sorry, I was going to make fun of the artist. No need to make fun of the artist. I had a little shot I was going to do, but that's fine. They're hidden. I was nervous that some of the bad artwork would pull me out of the theme or even make me mad.
Yeah.
It didn't.
No, it really doesn't. No.
And is limited. I still have this deep hate for Fox because they canceled Firefly. I can't believe they canceled Firefly.
Yeah.
However, I wasn't sure how this was going to work, but the idea that each episode is ensconced.
Yep.
It's ensconced in this game.
And you can literally, too, just like when you watch the episodes, you can play them back to back. You can have a marathon and literally play through the entire whole season.
In the proper order.
Yep. Yeah.
Unlike the original.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
I know. And the individuals and their special talents feel
Just like the characters in the
they really did a good job and pulled that off well.
Yeah.
So it works really good on that. I was real impressed how the episodes play out.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played through all of them. We just got to see. He kind of walked me through a base game.
The first parts.
Yeah. Right, the very first parts. The feel's there. I'm glad this has been pre-ordered and it's coming in. It really, the way the encounter system works with this is phenomenal.
Really well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense too to put it in the Encounters universe because the whole theme being in Encounters is that everything is co-op, and in this you do feel like the crew is cooperating in order to get their job done, get their money, and then get out.
The coordination cards that actually allow you to work with another player at the table. I'd be like, man, I really wish I could get card X on the bridge, and you're like, well, you can.
Yep.
How bad do you want it? Boom, here you go.
It's done.
Here's a coordinate. We're working together. So yeah, they brought it together. They really did well. The only other dig, which one of your buddies said it's too bad? Oh, it's Jason said it's too bad there isn't a season 2.
Yeah.
Immediately, I wept a little bit inside.
Yeah, there's your expansion right there, right?
That's right. Well, there have been some comic books.
And the movie.
Yeah, the movie could be a little deal that works in. But when that was mentioned, there was a little pang. Like,
it hurt the heart.
There could have been so much more. So, love it. One thing I'll ask you, there goes the dog. Sorry, I made some noise. The original game design by Danny Mandel and Ben, and I'm going to mess up his name, Kachowski. Are they the ones that did the original Marvel Legendary?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something I should have researched. Maybe I'll throw a little blurb on there, a little note. Maybe I won't.
Okay.
But I was impressed with how well it knitted the kind of the engine the legendary and
Yeah.
the encounter engine into the show.
took
Oh, the
that
fact
out,
that the ship has its powers that you upgrade, the Firefly,
Yeah.
or
That's
sorry,
something
not
new.
the Serenity,
The
the
Serenity,
Firefly
yeah.
ship. Loved it. So there we go. If you, first of all, if you like the legendary or the encounter system, I think you're going to dig this, even if you don't know the show.
Absolutely.
You had a buddy that was like that, right?
Yeah, I have a friend of mine, Eric, who has never seen any of the episodes, and he still really enjoyed this game.
Yeah.
In fact, this is his favorite of the encounters, and he loves Alien
Yeah.
to death too. But yeah, this one is amazing. so,
Really?
yeah.
See, that's impressive. So, and if you're a fan of the series, you're going to love this because it incorporates
Oh, yeah.
all that in there. So it's winning on both sides. It's Mac and the Chief from Bonding with Board Games. See you guys later.
There we go.